You ever wonder why you feel more at peace alone than in a crowd? Why the noise of social chatter feels like static in your mind? You're not broken, you're just wired differently, and that's your strength. Today we're tearing into a raw, unfiltered truth that hits hard for men like us. Why Sigma males have no friends, the harsh truth. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we don't sugarcoat reality, we dissect it, master it, and turn it into power. If you've ever felt the weight of judgment for choosing solitude over the herd, this is your wake-up call. We're diving deep into 11 reasons why Sigma males walk alone, and trust me, by the end you'll see it's not a weakness, it's a damn superpower. Let's get into it. 1. The Superficiality Filter. Why noise gets muted. Most social interactions are like counterfeit bills, shiny on the surface but worthless when you try to spend them. The Sigma male has a built-in detector for this garbage. Casual banter, fake smiles, and pointless gatherings don't even register on his radar. He's not sitting there hating humanity, he's just done wasting breath on transactions that don't pay off. Depth, insight, real resonance, that's the only currency he trades in. When the room's buzzing with small talk, he's already checked out, not because he's above it, but because he's guarding something precious. His focus. Walking away isn't arrogance, it's a man who knows his spirit's worth more than idle noise. This filter isn't some glitch, it's a razor-sharp tool of discernment. While others drown in the shallow end of group chats and happy hours, the Sigma's preserving his bandwidth for what actually matters. He's not afraid of people. He's just allergic to the emptiness they often bring. Silence becomes his sanctuary, a place where he can hear his own thoughts instead of the static of obligation. Society might call it standoffish, but he calls it clarity. The world's too loud for a man who listens to his own signal. 2. The self-validation engine. Needing no external approval, the herd's out there fishing for likes, claps, and nods like their lives depend on it. Meanwhile, the Sigma's running on a nuclear core of self-belief. He doesn't need your thumbs up to know he's killing it, and he sure as hell doesn't need your pity when the chips are down. His worth isn't a group project, it's forged in the fire of his own standards. That kind of independence is a fortress, unshakable, self-sustaining, and damn near bulletproof. He's not waiting for the crowd to tell him he's enough because he already knows it. But here's the catch, that strength throws people off. They see a guy who doesn't need their cheers or their tears, and they don't know what to do with him. They mistake his quiet confidence for a wall, his self-reliance for distance. It's not that he's cold, he's just not begging for fuel when his tank's already full. Others lean on the crutch of approval. He walks tall without it. That gap. It's why bridges crumble before they're even built. 3. The Misdiagnosis Epidemic. Loner versus liberated. Society's got a lazy habit of slapping labels on anything it can't control. Don't have a packed social calendar? You're a loner, a weirdo, a reject. But the Sigma male isn't hiding in some basement. He's out there carving his own empire, free from the leash of groupthink. The world misreads his solitude as a flaw when it's really his freedom in action. He's not socially broken. He's just not buying the lie that you need a posse to prove your worth. Those tags, distant, odd, aloof, are just noise from people too scared to stand alone. Think of him as a lone wolf, not a stray dog. He's not lost, he's charting a path the herd can't follow. While they're clinging to each other for identity, he's rooted in his own. That's liberation, not loneliness, a concept so foreign to the crowd they can't even see it. He doesn't need their diagnosis because he's already cured himself of the disease of dependence. Misunderstood? Sure. But he'd rather be that than chained. 4. The currency of independence. The price of true freedom. Friendships often run on a barter system. Swap some emotional support here, a favor there, a little time wasting for good measure. The Sigma male doesn't play that game. His currency is independence, pure and untouchable. He's not leaning on you to feel steady, and he's not offering his shoulder just to keep the peace. That self-reliance is his edge, but it's also a quiet middle finger to the social economy. People don't know how to trade with a guy who doesn't need their goods, and that makes him a ghost in their marketplace. Freedom's got a steep price tag though. His refusal to lean means fewer hands reach out. They're not sure how to connect with someone who doesn't need fixing or filling. He's not drowning in their drama, so they assume he's drifting away. But he's not lost, he's just not tethered. While they're tangled in strings of obligation, he's cutting them loose, one by one. Fewer friends? Maybe. But a life unburdened by debt? That's the real win. 5. Depth over diffusion. The rejection of shallow reservoirs. The Sigma doesn't collect people like trading cards, he hunts for rare, deep wells of connection. Most relationships are puddles, wide, splashy and gone by noon. He's after the kind of lake you can dive into and still not hit bottom. Raw, real and worth the effort. A single night of soul-bearing talk beats a year of, "Hey, how's it going?" He's not antisocial. He's anti-shallow, and he'll let the fluff dry up without a second thought. That's why his circle's small but ironclad. He's not here to hoard acquaintances. He's curating a crew that matches his wavelength. The gossip, the trends, the surface-level noise? He's got no patience for it, it's just mud in his water. He'd rather sit alone with his thoughts than wade through someone else's shallowness. It's not rejection, it's refinement. Fewer voices, sure, but the ones he keeps echo like thunder. 6. The silent ascent, building while others chatter. While the crowd's busy buzzing, parties, posts, pointless debates, the Sigma's stacking bricks in the shadows. His solitude isn't empty, it's a forge where he hammers out strength, smarts, and success. Every quiet hour is a rep, a plan, a step toward something concrete. He's not chasing the fleeting high of a good night out, he's after the lasting weight of a life well built. The world might not see the work, but they'll damn sure feel the result. And that's the kicker. When the dust settles, they're left with hangovers and he's got a fortress. The gym bod, the bank account, the razor-sharp mind, all crafted while they were clinking glasses. They call him distant, he calls it discipline. The chatter fades but the empire stands. He's not missing out, he's outpacing them one silent stride at a time. 7. The intimidation factor. When your peace disturbs their chaos, a still lake doesn't just sit there, it reflects everything around it, and that can scare the hell out of people. The Sigma's calm, his unshakable core, it's like a spotlight on everyone else's mess. He's not yelling for attention or scrambling for validation, and that quiet power makes the noisy ones squirm. They don't ditch him because he's mean, they ditch him because he makes them feel their own cracks. His peace isn't loud, but it's deafening to those who can't find theirs. That he's not trying to flex or judge. It just happens. His steady gaze, his lack of desperation, it's a mirror they'd rather shatter than face. They'll call him intense or unapproachable, but that's just their chaos talking. He's not pushing them away, they're running from what he reveals. That's the Sigma's unintended edge. His strength exposes their weakness, and not everyone's ready for that truth. 8. The authenticity imperative. No room for masks. The Sigma's got a nose for bullshit a mile off. Fake laughs, hidden motives, social charades? He's not buying it. He's not here to nod along to your act or wear one himself. You get the real him, unfiltered, or you get nothing at all. That's not just a preference, it's a line in the sand. He'd rather stand alone than play the game of pretend that keeps most circles spinning. Authenticity's his law, isn't optional. It's the only way he rolls. That's a problem when the world's built on little lies, politeness over honesty, masks over truth. He's the guy who'll call out the elephant in the room while everyone else is adjusting their costumes. Most can't handle that heat. They need the buffer of fakery to keep things smooth. He doesn't, and that makes him the odd man out. He's not rude, he's real, and that's a threat to a system that thrives on illusions. No mask, no friends? Fine by him. 9. The purpose compass. Direction trumps distraction times too rare to waste, and the Sigma guards it like gold. Every move, every talk, gets weighed against his mission. Art, hustle, growth, whatever drives him. If it doesn't push him forward, it's just noise pulling him off track. He's not dodging you out of spite. He's dodging anything that doesn't serve his North Star. Purpose isn't a hobby, it's his oxygen. While the crowd's drifting in a sea of maybe later, he's locked on course, cutting through the waves. Drinks tonight? Only if it fuels the fire. Small talk? Pass, he's got a blueprint to chase. They see it as cold, he sees it as clarity. Distraction's the real enemy, and he's not here to lose the war for a few laughs. Focus costs connections, but it pays in legacy. 10. The Selective Shield, guarding the inner sanctum. The Sigma's not locked up tight. He's a fortress with a drawbridge. Life's taught him that not everyone deserves a key. He's been burned by leeches and fakes, so now he vets hard, authenticity, depth, trust, or you're stuck outside. It's not paranoia, it's protection for a mind and soul he's fought to keep clear. Only the real get in, and that's a rare breed. That shield keeps the chaos out and the peace in. He's not rude when he shuts the gate, He's just not letting every stray wander through. Most don't pass the test not because they're bad but because they don't get it. His inner world's sacred and he's not handing out maps to tourists. Fewer allies? Maybe. But the ones he's got are solid as steel. 11. The legacy of the lone path, remembered for the walk, not the noise. Crowds get forgotten. Pioneers get carved into stone. The Sigma knows his mark won't come from blending in, it'll come from standing out, alone if he has to. He's not chasing applause, he's chasing impact, something that lasts when the chatter's dust. His life's a solo trek, not a group selfie, and that's what makes it echo. He's the guy history nods to, not for who he knew but for what he did. The strength he built, the choices he owned, the wins he clawed out of silence. The herd's a blur, he's a silhouette against the sky. Legacy isn't loud, it's deep and he's digging it with every step. Alone? Sure. But unforgettable. So there it is, the brutal, beautiful truth about why Sigma males roll solo. It's not a defect, it's a design for a life that bows to no one. If this hit you where it counts, ask yourself, are you stuck in the static or are you breaking free? The Sigma male community's here to fuel that fire, to arm you with the wisdom and grit to own your path. If this video lit something up in you, smash that like button, drop your take in the comments and share it with a brother who needs to hear it. Already subscribed? Turn on those notifications, don't miss a damn thing we're bringing. You're not just watching, you're building something unstoppable. Keep walking, keep rising, and we'll see you on the next one.